All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now! 94, 180! Hey, we're good! 180! White Monday! Express!
On first down, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Everyone got four. Freestone, travel. Easy. Kill. Switch. White Monday down.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Express.
On second down, it's Turner, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. You got nothing. Leo. Yes.
He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mike, 58. 66. Now. Kill. Hey, check 24.
On first down, Benjamin. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Watch the slant. Ready, weapon. Chance. Go. Check nickel. 49. What? Check 49. Yup. 36.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Solomon Thomas. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Check. Check out route. Go. Wide. Get wide.
On 3rd down, Matthews. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Matthews flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Safety screen. He's checking. Crash. Back. Hey. Motion. Check 37.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check back. Hey, 734. Check. Hey, 734.
To throw again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
60 out now. Go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Don't get nervous. Here we go. Hey, exit. 30 base.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You got tight right there. Zoom. Rush in. Slam. What? SOS.
Back to throw. Matthews. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Looking to throw. Matthews. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Shift. Put it to Jet Bomber. Tight go. Go. Hey, watch it. Go. Check. Okay. Check. Alert 3. Echo.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get your line. You can't block me. Watch twist. Leo. Check 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Watch the run.
On first and 10, Matthews. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 21-yard line.
Go. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Off play action. Matthews. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Down. 180. 618. Hey, Haywood. Watch the pass. Check 50. Check 50. 29. 29. That's right. What's up?
They'll run on first down. Turner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
93. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now this time, Carl throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
On first down, Turner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam on.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Turner. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Turner. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Turner, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Delance Turner, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Quick that, quick that. Come, come. Check 26, check 3. Check 43.
The final shot before break. Matthews, he's going to launch it for 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Matthews. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now, 94, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180. You're mine. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He can run for it, and he will. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing again, Matthews. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check hot route, Samuel. Wide, get wide. Squeeze. He's crashing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Solomon Thomas getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Pulled in at the 24. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Down. Righty. Coming to you. Coming to you. Later one.
Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, pick it up, defense. Check 52.
Back to throw here. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now we've got whistles. I think we had a defender too eager to go for the block. Mark off the 5 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, they'll learn that lesson when they review it, but it didn't cost them.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. All day, dog. Who's on focus? That's it. Yup, yup. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. Set up.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Matthews. It's wearing the tight end with it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Matthews. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run with Love. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll run again with Love on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You got tight right there.
On 4th down, Matthews. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He may try and run for this. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But
he's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2nd and 9 now. This one caught by his tight end, Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is